Okay, now student, first of all, I would like to welcome you all in our today's science online class. So please be concentrate over here, okay? And now let's talk about today's topic. And the topic of our today's class is about our environment. Unit 7, our environment. So in our previous class, we have learned about the clean environment. Yes or no? I hope you have also done the activities or the rules that we have to follow for keep our environment clean. I hope you have also followed that rules as well. Okay, so in today's class we will talk about our environment. Okay, now I request all the students, you have got the book, so please you can see the topic in page number 54. From page number 54 our topic has started. Okay, now let's begin our class. Environment. Let's talk about what is environment. Environment is the place where plants and animals live. Environment is the place where environment is the surrounding, or environment is the place where we can see the plants, animals or living beings around us. Plants, animal, where they live, they used to live. It is made of living things and non-living things. Environment is made up of living things also and non-living things also. In environment we can found both living things also and non-living things as well. The living beings present in the environment include different types of plants and animals. The non-living things present in the environment include air, water, soil, sunlight, etc. The living things in the environment, the living things include different types of plants, animals, human beings, and the non-living things present in the environment that include air, water, soil, sunlight, etc. These are known as non-living things. Air, water, soil, land, forest, desert, crop, field, etc. are some components of the environment. These are the components of the environment. Our environment remains clean if all the components of the environment remain clean. If air, water, soil, land, forest, desert, crop, field, if these components are clean, then our environment, it automatically it's become the clean. So we have to clean or we have to keep these components of the environment clean to keep our environment clean, neat and clean, or fresh from dirty things. Okay, the environment which is free from waste materials or pollutants is called a clean environment. The environment which is free from waste materials, unwanted materials, these environments are known as a clean environment. So we have to keep all the waste materials, garbages in a proper way or in a managed way to keep our environment clean. Okay, we should keep our environment clean to live a healthy and a happy life. To live a healthy and a happy life, first of all, we have to keep our environment, our surrounding neat and clean. Then only we can live a happy and healthy life. Okay? Various human activities make our environment dirty. We human beings, we play a vital role to make the environment dirty. So there are various human activities which make our environment dirty. Various wastage materials like smoke, dust particles, garbages, plastic, waste paper, etc. which make the environment dirty. So the environment containing various waste materials is called a dirty environment. So what type of environment we call the dirty environment? The environment which containing various waste materials here and there, these kinds of environment is known as dirty environment. Okay, the waste materials that make the environment dirty are called pollutants. The waste materials which make the environment, which make our surrounding dirty, are called pollutants. Okay. Various types of germs and insects grow and reproduce a dirty environment. So we get infected with various diseases in a dirty environment. Therefore, we should keep our environment clean. Yes or no? In dirty environment, various kinds of germs and insects, they reproduce in a dirty environment, and from there we may cause or we may infected with various kinds of diseases from that dirty environment. Therefore, we should keep our environment clean. So to staying away from that various kinds of diseases, first of all, we have to keep our surrounding neat and clean. Okay. Now, in the first topic, we have here wastes and their types. Okay. Here are some wastes and their types. Now, first of all, let's talk about what is wastage. What do you mean by wastage? Wastages are the materials that are no longer needed and are thrown away. Wastages are those kind of materials which we have already used or they are no longer needed, or they are already thrown. These kinds of materials or these kinds of things are known as wastage. Food wrappers, pieces of glasses, used papers and polythene bags, peels of fruits and old clothes are example of wastage. Some example of wastages are old clothes or peel of fruits or polythene bags or pieces of glass or waste food wrappers. These are the example of waste materials. Okay, wastes are produced from houses, factories, offices, schools and hospitals, etc. From where the wastes are produced? From which area? What kind of area? From school and from offices or from hospital and factories. From there the waste materials are produced. Okay, waste materials are classified into two types. There are two types of waste materials. One is biodegradable wastes and one is non-biodegradable wastes. Now let's talk about biodegradable wastes. What do you mean by biodegradable wastes? The wastes that decompose due to the action of microorganisms are called biodegradable wastes. The wastes produced from plants and animals are biodegradable wastes. Waste food, peels of fruits, animal extra and vegetable wastes are some example of biodegradable wastes. Dead bodies of plants and animals and dry fallen leaves are also biodegradable wastes. Biodegradable wastes can be reused to get biogas and compost manure. We can produce compost manure by decaying biodegradable wastes. Compost manure is used to increase the fertility of the soil. Okay, biodegradable wastes are those wastes that decompose due to the action of microorganism, which is known as biodegradable wastes. The biodegradable wastes produced from plants and animals. And waste food, peels of fruits, animals and vegetables, wastes are some examples of biodegradable wastes. Okay, dead bodies of plants, animals and dry fallen leaves are also biodegradable wastes. Biodegradable wastes can be reused to get biogas and compost manure. Okay, we can produce compost manure by decaying biodegradable wastes. Compost manure is used to increase the fertility of the soil. Now in number B, next point is non-biodegradable wastes. Now what do you mean by non-biodegradable wastes? The wastes that do not decompose for a long time are called non-biodegradable wastes. Used plastics, old glass bottles, used metal cans, plastic and food wrappers are some example of non-biodegradable wastes. Okay, these wastes do not decay in soil for a long time. These wastes cause environment pollution and degrade the quality of soil. Non-biodegradable wastes are the major causes of environmental pollution. It is the non-biodegradable wastes is the major cause of environmental pollution. Okay, therefore we should limit the use of non-biodegradable wastes. Similarly, we should dispose non-biodegradable wastes properly. We have to dispose non-biodegradable wastes properly. Okay. Now next topic is environmental pollution. The addition of harmful and unwanted substance in the environment is called environmental pollution. Various human activities are responsible for environmental pollution. We all human beings are the responsible for environmental pollution. Both biodegradable wastes and non-biodegradable wastes cause environmental pollution. Okay. The waste materials that cause environmental pollution are pollutant. Sewage, garbage, used plastic, smoke and dust are some examples of pollutants. Now, environmental pollution is mainly divided into three parts. There are three types of environmental pollution. One is air pollution, one is water pollution and one is land pollution. Now let's talk about air pollution. Now first of all, tell me, what is air pollution? What do you mean by air pollution? Air is the mixture of different gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. It is the mixture of different gas like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. We need fresh air to breathe. Yes or no? We need fresh air to breathe. But the air that we breathe mainly in city area is not clean. Yes, as we all know that in the city area, the air that we breathe, it is not clean. Air contains smoke, harmful gases and dust particles which make air impure. Due to smoke, harmful gas and dust particles which make air impure. The contamination of air with harmful and unwanted substance is called air pollution. Smoke produced from automobiles, factories, burning of firewood, etc. and dust particles cause air pollution. Due to automobiles, factories, burning of wood and dust particles cause air pollution. Similarly, bad smell coming out of waste materials, garbage and dead animals also cause air pollution. From the bad smell that come from waste materials, garbage and dead animals, they also cause air pollution. Air pollution causes various diseases like cancer, lung cancer, asthma and tuberculosis. These are the various diseases which cause from air pollution. It also causes skin disease, and suffocation. Therefore, we should try to reduce air pollution. Due to air pollution, it causes skin disease, and suffocation. So we should try to reduce air pollution. We should use public vehicles instead of private vehicles to reduce air pollution. To reduce air pollution, we can use the public vehicles instead of our private vehicles. Okay. Similarly, industries should be located away from the human settlement to reduce air pollution. All the industries that should be settled far away from the human beings, where human beings are living, from their lively home, the factories or the companies, they must be settled far away to reduce the air pollution. Okay. Now in number B, it is water pollution. Now, how water are polluted? Now let's talk about it. Living beings cannot survive in the absence of water. Yes or no? We cannot live without water. So, water is one of the most essential substance for the extension of life. For our extension of life, water is one of the most essential substance in our daily life. Various human activities and mixing of waste materials in water cause air pollution. The contamination of water with harmful and unwanted substance is called water pollution. Okay? Due to the contamination of water and harmful unwanted substance, which is called water pollution. The sewage produced from the human settlement and industries in the main cause of water pollution. Polluted water affect both plants and animals. The sewage produced from the human settlement and industries, it is the main cause of water pollution. And polluted water, it affects both plants, animals and we human beings as well. So we should not pollute the water. The major causes of water pollution include defecting and urinating in the sources of water, disposal of sewage into the sources of water, discharging of untreated wastes and sewage into the sources of water, bathing of humans and cattle in the sources of water, washing vehicles and throwing wastes in the sources of water. Similarly, excessive use of chemical fertilizer, insecticides and pesticides also cause water pollution. These are the activities, or these are the things which causes the water pollution. And mainly chemical fertilizer, insecticides and pesticides, it also causes the water pollution. The consumption of polluted water causes various diseases. Due to the water pollution, we also causes the various kinds of disease like typhoid, diarrhea, dysentery and jaundice. These are the disease which may cause due to the water pollution. Therefore, composition of polluted water should be avoided. We should not pollute the sources of water. Similarly, we should not throw waste materials into the sources of water. We should not throw the unwanted or the wastes here and there or inside the water. We should manage the wastes in a proper way. Okay. Now, last one is land pollution. Now, what is land pollution? Land occupies about 1/3 part of the Earth's surface. Yes or no? The land is occupied about 1/3 part of the Earth's surface. Land is formed by soil and rocks. Our land, it is formed or it is surrounded by rocks and soils. Different types of plants and animals grow, live and die on land. All the plants, animals and we human beings as well, we born here, we grow here, we live here and at the last we die on the earth or on the land. Various human activities are responsible for land pollution. We human beings are the responsible for the land pollution. The contamination of land with harmful and unwanted substance is called land pollution. Land is being polluted day by day due to human activities. Due to we human activities, our land is polluting day by day. So we have to control the unwanted things or unwanted materials here and there. We have to control them, we have to throw them in the dustbin or we have to manage it. Okay. The major causes of land pollution. Now, what are the major causes of land pollution? It is dumping of household wastes like glasses, bottles, plastic, metals, papers, etc. on soil. Improper disposal of industrial and agricultural wastes. Yes or no? All the improper disposal of industries and agricultural wastes, excessive use of chemical fertilizer, insecticides, pesticides, etc. and improper disposal of garbage and sewage on earth. These are the causes due to which land is polluted. Polluted land causes contamination of groundwater, contamination of crops, contamination of water sources, etc. It also affects the habitat of organisms. Polluted land affects all plants and animals. Therefore, we should try to reduce land pollution. Similarly, we should reduce the overuse of chemical fertilizers and insecticides. Okay. Now, land polluted, it causes contamination of groundwater, contamination of crops, which affect the habitat of organisms. So all the plants, all the living beings and all the animals and we human beings, it affect due to the polluted land, it affect all of us. So we should try to reduce the land pollution. Okay. And the last, it is the method of reducing environmental pollution. Now how we can reduce the environment pollution. Now let's talk about it. Here are 10 points. Overuse of automobiles should be reduced. We have to reduce the overuse of our automobiles. Okay. Factories and industries should be established away from human settlement. I have already told you that those factories which are establishing near the human beings, they should be established away from human being settlements. Kitchen and garden wastage should be disposed properly. All the wastes from the kitchen and the garden, it should be disposed properly. Degradable wastage should be used to produce component manure. Non-degradable wastage should be disposed properly. All the degradable wastes should be used to produce compost manure, and the non-degradable wastes should be disposed properly. Overuse of chemical fertilizer and insecticide should be reduced, and the overuse of all the chemical fertilizer, insecticides, pesticides should be reduced. Afforestation should be encouraged and deforestation should be discouraged. All the afforestation should be encouraged and all the deforestation should be encouraged. Okay, should be controlled. Deforestation should be discouraged. Defecation on open places should be avoided. Wastes should be reused and recycled. Degrees should be managed properly. All the defecation on open places should be avoided, and all the waste materials or the waste papers. Okay, now students, this is the end of our today's class, and now it's time for homework. I have given you some homework on the board. I have written there. Just see page number 60, 61 and 62. There are question number 1, 2 and 3 and 4. You have to do yourself. Okay. Now this much for today.